Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Really kind of excited to get into this. We have the Powertown Wrestling Bruiser Brody. I did not go in on the pre-order of these. I missed it before I even seen it was announced. I don't know, I feel a little... I don't know, it's like this is one of those figures that you probably never would have seen being made by any other company, so having a Bruiser Brody in a modern day figure is pretty fantastic. From, you know, the unfortunate circumstances of his death, I've been a fan of his for a long time. I watch a lot of Japanese wrestling, especially the classic Japanese wrestling, so I have a soft spot for some of the mainstays that were there of the US guys. Brody was one of them. He comes with a PWF World Tag Team Championship belt. The box is pretty cool. You can see a wounded, well, the scarred up Brody, big display piece there. The side has a little shot of the, I think the face almost looks better on that than what it is, but production shots. Look at what the wrestler comes with and the rest of the figures in this wave. If I like this one, I might get the rest of them, but this was the one I wanted to check out just because of who it was. And they got this cool little display box opening here. The belt looks gorgeous. Jeez. What does this say here? Throughout the 70s and 80s, from the regional territories of the United States to abroad, the mythological, larger-than-life persona of Bruiser Brody was born. Through a 1,000-yard stare washed over by a crimson mask, Bruiser Brody embraced the rage and served up carnage one challenger at a time. Swinging his chain through the crowded arena, Bruiser Brody would strike fear in his path. Standing at 6'8", 300 pounds, Bruiser Brody was an international superstar, sharing his talent all around the world. On April 21st, 1984, Bruiser Brody and Stan Hansen captured the All Japan Pro Wrestling Pacific Wrestling Federation Tag Team Championship, defeating Dory Funk Jr. and Giant Baba. Bruiser Brody was an attraction, a monster of talent that all the fans wanted to see and cheer. For the reverberation of his first bell to the close of the match, Bruiser Brody lured fans into his own brand of unpredictable violence, punishing opponents and sacrificing himself in the process. While the life of Bruiser Brody came to an early, tragic end, the lore of the legend lives on forever. It looks pretty cool. Get them opened up and take a closer look in just a moment. I'll be right back. Alright, let's get a good look here at Mr. Brody. Outside of his package, Powertown Wrestling Series figure, or Series 1 of the figures. And like right off the bat, he looks really good. He's got the kind of body shape that you would expect to see on Brody. The face sculpt is very nice. I like that there is a little bit of coloring on top of just the color of his beard, so it gives it some detail and dimension. He has the wicked scarring he has on his face that is representative of the wild matches he had. He has his ponytail, his elbow pad, his knee pad, his goat skin boots, his athletic socks underneath, and his wrestling little tights that he would wear. So let's quickly go over, I mean, that's pretty much Brody. And he's got, I like the individual taped fingers, which is a great touch. It's probably where he kept his blade. And he's not too bad. The is those veins in his legs? Is that just the I don't know if that picks up on camera. I don't know if that's just the plastic molding or what, but it almost looks like there's veins in his leg. It's kind of cool if that's intentional. There's a little bit of tone shading on his muscles. He still has pins and everything, so they're not at that point, but You do get a rotation of his head. He can look down, and not a whole lot of up. He's got a lot of hair, but if you force it, oh, there's actually a hinge on his neck. Wow, he can get way down. So there's a hinge in there. It slides a little bit forward and back as well. That's kind of cool. His eyes are really nicely done. Little lip color. Yeah, the head sculpt's great. That gray shading on him is a pretty nice touch. It's weirded me out, the possible vascularness of the figure. Is that real? It's got to be just a molding issue or something. I don't know, but it looks kind of cool. And if that's intentional, that's pretty neat. Shoulders, typical, hinged up, down, and round. Nice looking upper arm. Looks kind of human, which is good. Much better than a lot of other arms that I see. He's got a single elbow, and he's got hinged, fully hinged wrist. That's kind of neat as well, so you can get multiple directions on the hands. And he has the abdominal cut here, so he can lean back a little bit, lean forward a little bit, and it rotates around. He's also got rotation at his waist, which gives us that weird incomplete look, but it's there. Legs are a little stiff, but they go up. They do go back. And they go out. It's got single jointed knee. And a swivel there at his sock. Hinged and rocker feet. So the articulation is pretty good. He feels good. Nice plastic. Good stance. And then he has multiple accessories, which are great. He has his vest, which is sculpted to look like animal and feels leathery and looks pretty dirty. And let's see if it's easy to just slide up here on his arms. The other arm. Thanks to the articulation, though, no problem at all. Getting that on, get kind of under the hair. Ooh. And then he also has the belt. Oh no, he fell down. And the PWF World Tag Team Championship belts. That's my cat waking up. It's got a very nice shine. That's a nice looking belt. They did a good job on that. Let's see if we can put it on this Brody. Oh man, if they could do more of the Japanese wrestlers in further waves would be great. I'd love to see. Okay, got it. Hayabusa would be awesome. Onita, Misawa, Kawada, Baba, Tenru. Man, they could do so many cool dudes from Japan, but also Midnight Express, the Rock and Roll Express, any of the other guys. The rest of the Von Erichs would be neat. So he's got that. He also comes with a 2x4, or a 2x2, this kind of looks like. And a real chain. You can probably wrap around his hand a bit. It's not wanting to be nice. There we go. Pass the thumb. And you got a pretty good Brody, and he's got a chopping hand, if that's something that you need. Wow, he looks really cool when he's all decked out. Let's maybe do a little zoom in look here. From top to bottom, you got the scars, the 2x2, the belt, the chain. what a cool looking figure. Let's see how he scales to WWE Elite. So he is much bigger in comparison to basic Elite size. He's more of a 7-inch than a 6-inch. And around the same price point as my bar comparison figure. They scale not too bad with each other. The Super 7's Andre. Put them back to back. Andre is taller. Bruiser was a big dude. But they are night and day. Like, this looks like a human being. That paint shading, whatever they did to the plastic is fantastic. The accessories are great. The articulation is about the same, but it's better. It just feels better. The plastic feels better. Yeah, heads and tails. This figure is better than Buttery Andre the Giant. I'm going to have to probably get some more of these guys. Let me know if you've picked any of these up. If you have, what is your favorite? I'm definitely digging Bruiser here. They did a wonderful job. Man, I hope they can keep going and make some more figures. Oh man, Dynamite Kid, Tiger Mask. I can just... so many guys that would be great to have a figure of. Anyway, I will see you all later. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hi, I just want to say thank you one more time for checking out this video. If you're interested in seeing any more, you can click either one of the links in the video over here. And if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, there'll be a button down below. Do that as well. And again, thank you.